this is your treasure. You know what I want, brother. Matthews 13:52. This is your treasure. So a high priest is supposed to go into the treasure and bring in things new and old. The Bible is broken up into two categories. What are the two categories? The Old Testament and the New Testament, right? Go ahead.
Matthew 13:52. Then said he unto them, therefore every scribe which is instructed unto the kingdom of heaven.
How are we instructed unto the kingdom of heaven? Do we go to the DMV and get a book to show us how to get? No, this Bible instructs us how to get to the kingdom of heaven. All right, go ahead.
Is like unto a man that is an householder, which bringeth forth out of his treasure.
This is our treasure. Yep. Go ahead.
Things new and old.
Things new and old. So sometimes you gotta go to the Old Testament to answer something that's in the New Testament. All right. So these churches that say, "Oh, the Old Testament's done away with, and the Lord's done away with," that shows you that they don't know the Scripture. Okay. And the law was never done away with.
Where's that at?
That the one that I just read, Matthews 13:52.
I got one more.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 42:9. Behold, the former things have come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
That's prophecy. Because you got guys saying that we're not prophets. Well, we're telling you that Russia's going to destroy America. We're telling you that the so-called UFOs are coming to destroy this place when the missiles hit America. Because the prophets, they wrote it down, but they didn't understand it. So we understand it. So now we're breaking it down. So what are we doing? We're prophesying. Okay?
Which means to say before.
So, which means to say before. All right? Because when Zechariah saw the ship come, and when the angel in the ship, matter of fact, give me that, Zechariah 5, yeah, 5 from the top. When the angel came, the angel of the Lord came and gave Daniel and John and them and the different prophets revelations, they didn't understand it. Matter of fact, a lot of them dropped to the floor and got sick. It tells you that Daniel got sick because he didn't understand it, man. Same with Ezra, none of them understood it. We understand it now, because we them same guys back there coming back in the reincarnation. And you brothers in the audience, you them same guys coming back in the reincarnation.
You know, earlier you're speaking about plagues, it's talking about the brutality of them plagues too, in the visions. When they saw it.
Well, they actually saw it.
Yeah, they saw the plagues.
They actually saw it like a movie, like a hologram.
Yeah.
And they actually saw, Isaiah actually saw the missiles dropping on America.
Yep.
John actually saw the missiles dropping on America, the destruction of America.
The men were a lot stronger back then. So can you imagine now? Men are a lot weaker now.
Men's hearts failing.
Men's hearts failing.
Coming on the earth. Yep.
Zechariah 5:1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll.
And that's what the white man calls a UFO. We call them the chariots of Israel. All right? And this is from a movie. This is not a real, but that's how they gonna come. That's how they gonna come. Okay? And then here's some scriptures. Revelation 18:4, Psalms 104:3, Isaiah 66:15, Jeremiah 4:13, Revelation 1:7, 1 Thessalonians 4:17, Revelation 11:12, Zechariah 5:2. That's what he's reading out right now. This is a real good one. Ezra 13:6, but Ezra the whole chapter. That shows you when the Lord come down. Second Ezra, the 13th chapter. When the Lord comes down, Ezra saw the Lord jump on what he thought was an actual mountain. But it wasn't a mountain. It was actually a so-called UFO that was so big it looked like a mountain. Okay? You have mountains on this earth that to walk from one side to the other, it might take you a couple of hours. There's great mountains on this planet, man. And then trying to climb the top of a damn mountain, you know there's expert climbers that have climbed halfway to the top of a mountain and dropped dead.
Everest.
Right, Mount
Takes a lot
Everest.
of lives, yep.
We had one guy was climbing up the mountain, and the lightning bolt came in the shape of a fist and punched him down the mountain.
Yeah, that was Mount Ararat.
Right.
That's in the book that these Edomite scientists wrote because they were trying to discover. They knew when you go to Genesis, Noah's Ark landed on Mount Ararat, which is Turkey.
Right.
So they got satellites and everything, and they said, yep, and they saw the shape of the ark.
Right.
So they had scientists try to climb the mountain to go get pieces from the ark. Eventually, they said that they did. But there was this one scientist that went up there, and what happened was, it looked like it was beginning to rain, and he started seeing lightning bolts, and one lightning bolt formed a fist and punched him off the mountain. All right? So that's the Most High. Okay?
Yeah, for those that don't believe the Most High don't exist. I'd like to see the scientists explain that one. You know, they always got an explanation for everything, right? How is it possible for a lightning bolt to be in the shape of a fist and hit somebody? All right, Zechariah 5 and 1.
See, the Most High haven't showed his power, man, but the Most High is going to show his power. And a lot of people that sold out, like the Discomforter, the Most High is going to really fuck, I mean, you excuse my friend, the Most High is going to fuck him up, man. The Most High is going to fuck him up and his men up, man. He going to tear that school up. The Most High is about ready to tear that school up. He's going to bring a shaft to that school down there in Harlem. On 1941 Madison, he's going to bring a shaft down there, and he's going to get that faggot, Discomforter, the Comforter, and then he's going to get them cronies that follow his ass. The Most High is going to drop them niggas like bad habits. All right? Now, when that thing happens, there's going to be a lot of dumb people from that school. They're going to come to us looking for answers.
Right.
We got scripture.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hebrews 10, 30 and 31. For we know him that hath said, vengeance belongeth unto me, I will recompense, saith the Lord, and again the Lord shall judge his people. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. Zechariah 5 and 1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a fine robe. And he saith unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying robe. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side according to it.
So who's a great thief? The so-called white man. So that's where these chicks are going to invade. They're going to invade America, right? And you're going to see a lot more. And if you look up, you'll see the chariots every day, man. Okay? This brother right here is an expert on the chariots, man. Okay, now, this was maybe like 3 or 4 months ago. He came down there, we were speaking, and he had looked up and there was chariots up in the sky. I ain't even see him. He saw him. Okay? Because his whole spirit is into them chariots and stuff. All right? Go ahead.
Zechariah 5 and 3. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth.
Hey, brother, years ago, we was down there. This was back in maybe 1990. And there was a bunch of UFOs that came and they showed themselves. There was a bunch of UFOs, kind of like in a ball. Then what happened was the UFO formed the formation of a bow and an arrow.
Wow.
And we didn't have cameras back then. So we wasn't using cameras and stuff. And people were actually looking and they were coming closer to us and they were nervous. So they, especially the women, they said, what does that mean? I said, that means the Lord's coming to kill you people if you ain't right. And they were nervous, man. Then I went on this website where they cover every UFO sighting on the planet Earth. If there's a UFO sighting, they record it on this particular website.